What's going on, everyone? It's Mr. Payton. Um, this is my second update, I think, of what's been going on, trying to ease back into what I've done. In making changes for myself, I realize that things that are changing around me as well. I've been in education now well over 25 years, and yes, kids are different. And I've heard people blame COVID, people blame social media. Whether any of that is true or not, I don't think we should blame any one thing. I think we really have to just look at the fact that things have changed and are going to continue to change. And if you're going to be in the field that I'm in, which is education or working with young people, one, we have to some extent, at least learn about what they're doing. And for me, I tend to jump in and try some of the things they're doing, obviously, with some sensibilities about that. So COVID has been blamed for so many things. I always called COVID a microscope. To me, it enlarged everything we were already doing. It was an accelerator. So if you were poor, you got poorer. If you were rich, you got richer. If you had mental illness or struggled with mental health, it got worse. Like whatever you were doing, in my opinion, it was emphasized. It grew. It because there was so much going on that I feel like we just kind of went to where we were comfortable, whether that was a good or a bad place. In saying that, the word experience, excuse me, came to mind. Social media, video games, just technology in general has given us less real life experiences, particularly for young people. For example, instead of letting your kid go to a park or to or even play in the front yard, that child now has a tablet or a phone. Instead of after school going outside to play, that child is now online interacting with their friend. In place of writing a letter, even making a phone call, we now text or post. Those aren't necessarily bad things, but they have robbed us of interpersonal experiences. I work with kids in a capacity where I actually taught kids how to shake hands. I know that sounds weird, but they didn't know how to shake hands. They know how to dap you up. They know how to do the cool social thing. But in terms of walking up to someone, introducing themselves and shaking hands, I taught it. And they thought it was the coolest thing ever. In one of my classrooms, the teacher I worked with, we decided to give the kids some real life skills. And I generally wear ties quite often at work, either that or a blazer. And so some kids expressed interest in learning how to tie a tie. Now, being a girl dad and having a young daughter, I expressed the fact that I don't know how to braid her hair. And everybody's like, just get on YouTube, you can learn. Here I am on YouTube. Nevertheless, I don't know how to do it. So the teacher and I decided, let's teach everybody, boys and girls, all individuals, how to do both skills. We added a couple of skills. So imagine in a classroom of fifth graders, we had this rotation of things going on. And it was great. The kids had a good time. The whole point is that's just a real life experience, an opportunity to interact where people could be vulnerable and say, hey, I don't know how to do it, and learn something. But that's the other key word in experiences that we have robbed I believe we've robbed our young people of, is vulnerability. So I'll use a sports example for this one. I was talking to some coaches and I said, one of the things that these kids don't do anymore is they don't go to the park and play, whether it's football, basketball, whatever. A pickup game is a big deal because you have to just adjust to the player on the field, the player on the court. And you learn more about your game. You learn how to not get the ball. You learn how to not be involved. You learn to find ways to involve yourself in the game. The way it is now, everybody just plays club. So you get to select to some extent who you're going to play for, who you're going to play with. The problem with that is once these young people find a club or a group of people they like playing with, they don't play with anybody else. So they grow up for years and years playing with the exact same people. Now, again, if you're a coach, that's a problem because now you get to high school, you get to college, and some of the people I know who are in the pro world, these young people can't adjust to anything. If it's not manicured, if it's not perfectly set up, they struggle with it. And I think, again, that comes back to the word experience. There's a certain level of vulnerability that comes with interpersonal experiences, face to face, talking in person, listening in person, playing in person. Even if you just went to the arcade and played, you saw that other person, how they moved. I'm not suggesting we get rid of all the technology. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that we've created a deficit and we have to find a way to try to close that gap. So I'd love to know what you think about this topic, the idea of not having enough experiences due to some of the things that have changed in our culture. If you have ideas or you got some thoughts on it, you disagree with me, that's fine. My name is Mr. Payne for those of you who watch me for the first time. And I hope you like this channel, hope you subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. I'm just out here trying to share my experiences with others and hoping that it will help. I'm part of the village, as I always say. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you.